Hello and welcome to One North Maine BCA's magazine show, where we highlight the people, the places, and the events that make this city our city great. All three of them are involved in today's episode. The people is the Brockton High newly named state champion Brockton Boxers. The places, Brockton High, Whitman Hanson High School, and Worcester State University. And the events, their tournament run to the crown of Division I state champions for the first time in history. Let's take a look at the Brockton Boxers men's soccer team. First up, the Marshfield Ramsey team, which we didn't see in the regular season. The Brockton Boxers able to get an 8-1 victory. Roberto Neves, you were at most of the tournament games, as per the usual during the regular season. Brockton putting up a lot of goals.
Yeah, I mean, Brockton did a great job going ahead and attacking and putting pressure on the opponent's defensive line, and it's been great. They scored a lot of goals because of that, and congratulations to them.
Well, let's take you right into the highlights. Montero's going to take the corner kick. Brockton a couple of inches away from scoring on their last corner kick attempt. Montero through the box and a shot and a goal for Brockton! The Boxers are on top. Andrade now over the top looking for Odair Montero in space. He's got some in the ball. His cross and still loose and it bounces in and Brockton is on the board again. This one a shot and another goal for Brockton. It was Texera out in front and a bullet from Odair Montero, and Brockton's up 3-0. Second half and a mishead. And Rodriguez taken down by the goaltender. It's going to be a penalty kick for the Boxers. Odair Montero to do the honors as Rodriguez was taken down by Colby Weber, the goaltender for Marshfield, in the box. It's Montero and Weber one-on-one. Montero in, shoots right, and it's another goal for the Boxers. Odair Montero on the penalty kick. Getting it, Lopes is now in. His cross for Texera. Texera pounds it home! Leonardo Texera from Edson Lopes, and the Boxers are up by 5. Eric DePina now has his pass intercepted, and Marshfield with an opportunity, a shot, and a goal. Marshfield's on the board. And Lopes with some space in the corner. Can he catch up to it? Yes. The cross is ping-ponging around, loose in the box, a shot, and it's a goal for the Boxers. And another one for Brockton off the corner kick. Reven Rodriguez turning on the Jets, gets past 3 Rams. Rodriguez, his cross for Leonardo Texera. Texera, backheel pass, a shot, and a goal for the Boxers. Tick, tack, toe. Whistles blow, this one has come to an end. So, it's 8-1. The Boxers get the victory against the Marshfield Rams. They will play King Philip. Next up for the Brockton Boxers, the King Philip Warriors. Again, a team Brockton didn't know much about. Able to get a victory in that one 6-1, but for the first 25 minutes, it looks like King Philip almost came into Marciano Stadium and took it.
Yeah, Brockton actually just went into that game feeling a little comfortable, thinking that they were a higher seed, that they can take care and put away this team easily. But mistakenly, King Phillips came out there and gave it all they got, but Brockton was way too powerful for them.
6-1 the score in that one. The Boxers and the Warriors. Let's take a look. Lopes with a good self-pass, and he's got some space. Sending it through to Texera. Texera with some space. His shot! And a goal for the Boxers! Leonardo Texera from Edson Lopes with 7 minutes to go in the first half. The junior holding the Boxers at bay. Now Leonardo Texera with a lot of space, a lot of time. His shot, a one-handed save, and on the rebound off the post! And in. Edson Lopes says that one kind of off the post, bounced on the ground, worked its way back up, got tangled in the net, and hung there. The winner of this game will face off against Silver Lake Lakers as this one's going to deflect in. And it's Edson Lopes on the goal from Eric Brito, fresh into the game on Wednesday night. And another goal for the Boxers. Odair Montero to Junior Gomes in front. He's the corner kick specialist for a reason. Gonna curve this one out, expect a low kick, trying to bounce it around off some bodies for Montero. Very low kick, and it's loose. Can Brockton get a shot off? Yes, saved by Beltramini. And this one, no doubt about it, pounded top shelf. This one loose in the box. Can Brockton get a shot off? No. And we're going to have a penalty kick. It's Jonathan Rodriguez going against Nick Beltramini for an opportunity of the fifth goal. As the rains pick up here at Marciano Stadium, a penalty kick with 15:45 to go. Rodriguez low left and count it for the Boxers. Wellesley, New Bedford, or Needham, some scary teams in that list, including the second and third seed. Across for the Whalers and a goal! It's Brockton with a big victory over King Philip, 6-1 the final score in this one. Brockton again moving on to face Silver Lake Wednesday night right here at Marciano Stadium. The Boxers off to a neutral site. That neutral site, you may ask, right here at Brockton High School, Marciano Stadium, to face the Silver Lake Lakers. Again, a team we don't play in the regular season for Brockton. A 4-1 victory in that one, Roberto, and Brockton scoring 6 minutes into each half, but it was kind of a slower paced game for Brockton.
Well, you know, Brockton, like I said, they had that comfortable attitude, thinking that they was going to run the tables over here, but the Lakers gave them a game, and I'm very proud of what the Boxers did to change up their attitude.
Well, it's the Lakers and the Boxers. Let's take a look. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, soccer fans of all ages, welcome into Armand Colombo Field here at Rocky Marciano Stadium for the MIAA South Sectional Semifinals between the Silver Lake Lakers and your Brockton Boxers. Now Brockton with an opportunity. It's Texera and a goal for the Boxers. It was Rodriguez on the rebound of Texera's shot. Brockton's up early. Brockton with an opportunity, shaking the shot. It was Rodriguez, and on the rebound he scores! Raven Rodriguez, it's going to go unassisted. 6 minutes into the second half, so it's Rodriguez 6 minutes into the first and Rodriguez 6 minutes into the second. Raven and Jonathan, will we see you there?
Yes, we will.
Supporting the Brockton Boxers, I love it.
Love it.
Ooh. This one off the post, turned it home, and Brockton's up 3-0. Odair Montero. Montero with it. That's Leonardo Texera up to Jonathan Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Texera. Texera shot and a goal!
Rodriguez, Texera.
Jonathan Rodriguez to Leonardo Texera. We've heard that a lot of times this season. Owen Nally, the senior co-captain.
About 2 minutes left in the game.
Official time kept on the field. We'll do our best to gauge it, but one would assume with the temperature being what it is and the score being what it is. And Silver Lake's on the board. Owen Nally unassisted. Going top left-hand corner. The final score 4-1. Brockton Boxers get the win in the semifinals against the Silver Lake Lakers. They move on to face the winner of Weymouth and Needham in the South Sectional Final. That game will be Saturday at 6:15 p.m. at Whitman-Hanson Regional High School. The Boxers then off to the South Sectional Final against the Needham Rockets. Brockton and Needham familiar with each other's athletic programs, not so much in soccer. Needham, very big team, very fast, a phenomenal goalkeeper in Andrew McNally. Took it to the Boxers. 1 goal the difference in that one, a 1-0 victory over the Rockets.
Yeah, Daniel Andrade did a great job following in the back post on for that goal, and McNally did play a really good job, and that was a really good game to see for the Boxers' confidence to beating a good team.
Well, there was a lot going on in that game. It started an hour and a half late because the previous games went to overtime and penalty kicks. There was a hit post. Odair Montero shanked it. He hit the crossbar and it went out. There was a yellow card. There was a lot going on. The star of that game, Andrew McNally.
Yeah, even though Andrew McNally's team didn't make it that far, he did a tremendous job against the Brockton Boxers, knowing that they're a heavy team of scoring. He held up his own on that one.
Well, it's the Rockets and the Boxers in the South Sectional Final. Let's dive into the highlights.
Oh, great job.
This is Edson Lopes trying to chase it down. He is successful in that effort. Loose!
Hey!
And a Brockton goal!
Off the chest.
Edson Lopes setting that one up. McNally touched it, so the goal will be unassisted. This cross off the post!
Please come forward to accept your championship trophy.
And the Boxers have a 1-0 victory over the Needham Rockets. So we're back into the neutral sites, and for the second time in 3 years, the neutral site for the state semifinal is Marciano Stadium on the campus of Brockton High School. It's the St. John's Prep Eagles, the champions from Division I North, and the Brockton Boxers. Roberto, again, a close game, 2-1 the final in that one.
Yeah, it was a great job from the Boxers, and I think that sparked the Boxers a little bit more as the fan base that came out here. It was a great atmosphere to be here, and the Boxers went and did their job and put St. John's away.
Again, a lot going on in that one. 3 yellow cards all in the first half for the Eagles. MIAA rule state, if there's 4 yellow cards in a game, you automatically forfeit, and that was almost a reality for the Eagles.
Yeah, well, it was kind of crazy that one of the yellow cards was one of the coaches on the Eagles team. So, silly on them. But luckily, they finished out the game with 3 yellow cards, and the Boxers did what they had to do.
Well, it's the Eagles and the Boxers, the Division I state semifinals. Let's take a look. Then popped up and now headed. Now Brockton with an opportunity, breaking through, and a goal for the Boxers! Leonardo Texera out in front. It's going to be unassisted because it went off a couple of St. John's Prep Eagles. But Brockton is up with 13 minutes to go in the first half.
Winning it, great job trying to use his body. Oh, I think he got hurt.
There's indeed a Boxer down. And a yellow card for the Eagles. It's number 5, the captain, Tommy Granata, who's going to have to go off the field. And Granata is visibly frustrated with that call.
One thing about St. John's Prep.
There's a Boxer down right at midfield. Are we going to see another card here? And it is a yellow card. 2 on the night now for the Eagles. This one's going to number 2, Andrew Dembowski.
What I mean, if that guy goes back out on the pitch again, does another foul in there, unintentional, but
this one in and dangerous, and an excellent save by Buckley. He is very offensive minded. He scored a few goals this season in this postseason. And a yellow card to the St. John's bench, or the coach specifically. Coach David Crowell has earned the 3rd red card, 3rd yellow card. Not saying it wouldn't be deserved, but this one is loose.
oh, the PK
And a
inside the
PK
box.
for Brockton. Odair Montero taking it for the Boxers. It's him and Christian Buckley. And Odair Montero scores for the Boxers. And Brockton has a 2-1 lead with 7 minutes to go in the second half. And goal scorer for the Eagles is Brian Brennan. Brockton with an opportunity here. A shot and an excellent save by Buckley.
It's going to be interesting.
Brockton with it in the box. An opportunity, a shot off the post!
Yeah, and, you know,
A shot and then off the post again. 2 posts in about 45 seconds for the Boxers. Brockton comes away with the victory. St. John's is upset the top-seeded team in the tournament. There's only one game left to determine the fate of the Boxer season. That is the state final. We went out to Worcester State University, where the Boxers played the Longmeadow Lancers. Way out west, just south of Springfield, a team we know virtually nothing about. Able to dig up some film for the coach, and Brockton, for the first time this year, and the only time this year, held without a goal in the first 40 minutes.
yeah, and what the amazing part was that someone scored against them in the first 40 minutes, and so, you know, I couldn't believe it. A lot of the fans that went out there as well too couldn't believe it as well too, and pretty happy that the boys rallied up and finished and put them away in the second half.
Well, there's a 2-0 lead at halftime for the Lancers. At the break, Coach Herminio Furtado said, listen, no one's going to hand you this game. You guys need to start playing your game. When you play the European-style tic-tac-toe short passing game, nobody can beat you. Brockton did exactly that and put up 5 goals, an astounding number for 40 minutes of soccer.
Yeah, we were very proud as fans, and as me seeing it in my eyes, it was great to see them do that. And they played the tiki-taka style. That's what it's called, the European style. But they did a great job coming back, bouncing back from a deficit like that, and especially in Longmeadow having a really good first start of the game. Very proud of these boys.
It was 5-3 the final in that one. The Brockton Boxers over the Longmeadow Lancers to win the first Division I state championship in Brockton Boxer history. Let's take a look at all the highlights. Coach, you have the possibility to win the first state championship in Brockton High soccer history. What does that mean to you as a coach? And you're an alumnus of Brockton High soccer yourself. What does that mean to the program?
It is credit to all those before me. They've been working hard so that we are at the stage where we are. I'm just lucky to be collecting the benefits. But we go back to the 80s and to the 90s, and we've been making progress. And now we may get to the top, to where all teams want to be. And it's credit to the city. To be honest with you, I can't wait for this to be over. I can't wait for this to be over. The emotion, the emotional toll it takes on you. That's all you do. And I can't wait to have my life back as normal. But I'm enjoying it as long as it lasts.
These officials over here, they seem like they are top-notch. They do college level.
In this postseason, Brockton has not given up more than 1 goal. And it's an opportunity, it's loose! And it's still loose. They're able to clear it out.
These guys, they're still filing in.
And now an opportunity, and held up in the box, but no call was Texera. And Savignano in attendance here. As Brockton battles trying to win its first state title. This one off the post! I think we have an offsides.
No, offsides.
Longmeadow celebrating a goal, but the ref had his arm in the air for an offsides for the last minute and a half. His deep throw spinning towards the net, and it's headed in Longmeadow. Longmeadow has a 1-0 lead, and Brockton's going to use their timeout. It sent up a lot of room to work with, but sending it north and to Jonathan Rodriguez. His shot is going to go off the back of the post into play here. A missed kick. First touches are everything. This is going to be a Longmeadow opportunity. A semi-break, the cross, and Andrade's not going to be able to get to it. And Longmeadow is able to put it into the back of the net. They're up 2-0 early. Only 26 minutes to go in the first half. And Rodriguez now with some space in the middle of the field. Jonathan Rodriguez turning on the Jets, trying to filter it through to Texera. Leonardo Texera with a shot. The other pass, rather, it's going to be an offsides.
Highlight with Sarah.
This time, the couple hundred of officials in the audience disagree, and an empty net deflected out very nicely. Brockton's fans calling for a card. They're going to get it. Longmeadow has earned a yellow card here. That number 4, it looks like. That is Robbins.
Yeah, it's a delay of game. Got frustrated. He got called a handball, and they kicked the ball right out to the stands. Not a very smart play.
Mario Mendoza charging ahead. His cross into the box. Off the post! Whistles blow. The first half has come to an end. For the first time all season, we can say that the Boxers trail 2-0 at halftime.
He also has to, his defense has got to help him out there and not get him.
Brockton with an opportunity, and the shot is going to be deflected.
Yanked us.
Montero low kick is going to be deflected out. We're going to do it again. Montero with his second corner kick attempt. This one much better, and it's loose. A bicycle attempt.
In our division.
Good kick, and it's headed out by Longmeadow. We'll do it again.
So we're developing them and getting them into a lot of
This
games.
one headed, and a good save by Mitsuhashi, and it's going to be a corner kick from the other side for Brockton. Montero going to curve this one back out towards midfield. Headed nicely and loose. Yeah! In goal! Another opportunity for the Boxers. This one loose and deflected in! Brockton's tied the game! Oh no, it's going to be offsides! Fair play as Reven Rodriguez launches a shot and deflected.
One thing that he talked about, I believe, yesterday at City Hall was camaraderie on his team and really the boys being a whole unit, sticking together, and that was something that we excelled at over our seasons and continue to excel at forward to really makes a win. Here, let's see what he does with it.
Edson Lopes
The outside.
sending it out to Montero. Montero slowing things down, now sending it in and heading in, and Brockton scores again! Leonardo Texera from Edson Lopes, and the Boxers have tied this game!
Oh my God!
Tail, but they checked his shin pads. This one's headed in, it's loose!
Let's go! This crowd is going absolutely
Brockton
nuts. Let's go!
has the lead with 22:36 to go in this game! Midfielder for the Boxers. As Gomes sending this one up to Reven Rodriguez. Onside, Reven Rodriguez in alone. His shot is going to go just wide.
It's funny you say that. I always told my girls, and I was like, you gotta shoot with your left. Good soccer players play with one foot. Great soccer players play with
Here's
both.
Texera in again. His shot.
Yeah!
And the goal! Leonardo Texera with the hat trick for the Boxers.
Oh.
And Brockton leads 4-2 with 15 minutes to go. The fan base has lost their minds. Brockton, 4 unanswered goals against the West Division champions, the Longmeadow Lancers.
Well, that I saw they're back here supporting the Boxers again, so it's nice to see them continuing that pride.
Deep throw loose, and Longmeadow puts one back into the net, and they draw this game within 1. And Willis, Carter Rapali with 2 goals as Texera is in again with an opportunity over to Reven Rodriguez. Reven Rodriguez shoots and he scores off the post and in! And the Boxers have sealed it with under 2 minutes to go in a 5-3 lead in the Division I state title game. The whistles blow, and for the first time in the history of Brockton High School, they are Division I boys soccer champions. The crowd goes nuts. The team has fallen to its knees, and Brockton has come away from Worcester with a state title.
Together, a Brockton High School, please conform 25-3 to win it.
Definitely excited right now. And I know Coach Trevino is actually
It means a lot. It means the people of Brockton, we're bringing a state champion to you. It's coming tonight. We're so proud of being part of Brockton. Brocktonians, we still have champions, and we showed it here. We had the spirit to go on second half down 2 goals and have the guts to bring the game to them and score 5 goals in 40 minutes. That's amazing. Well, with these kids, it's easy for them to get complacent. It's easy for them to look at the stats and assume that the game was won. It's easy for them to think that we could win this game at City Hall, in Pepper Palace, or on the coach bus, or in the locker room. I noticed a certain, I was afraid what happened in the first half was going to happen. But they need to hear from me, and they heard from me strong. And I told them they cannot assume they're going to win this game. Nobody's going to give them this game. They have to go and get it and respect the opponent all the time.
Em primeiro lugar, muito agradeço ao time que ajuda sempre, tá para
All the time.
mas sempre não tá ganhando aquele jogo ali, mas só pede para 0, mas marcando 2 na segunda parte, mas pode vir o resultado.
He was saying that we were preparing for situations like this. We knew that even though they scored 2, that we'd be able to turn the result around in the second half.
E só mas nunca é impossível vir o resultado. Para não lembrar aquele jogo de Barcelona, da Barcelona só pede para 4-0, vai ganhar 6-1.
He was saying that it's never impossible to turn around the result, and that he was remembering the Barcelona versus PSG game last year, where they turned around the 4-0 result to win the game.
Marca 3 gols, mas em primeiro lugar o time que não agradeço, mas a carreira ainda tinha aquele moralista na campo, tinha coach Armin.
Yeah. He said, even though I scored the 3 goals, in reality the credit goes to the team, because without them I wouldn't have the morale to be on the field and to do that, and to his coach, Arminio Furtado.
The first state title in Brockton Boxers men's soccer history. What does it mean?
Oh, it is. I mean, surreal. I mean, and you want to talk about Jekyll and Hyde team. They came out, I think they came out overconfident. The coach called them out at it on halftime, and they responded. And I even said to them, hey, if you score early, they may panic, and that's exactly what happened. And no, it's just unbelievable. I'm so excited for the kids and Coach Furtado and Bronco and Fitzgerald, and more importantly for the Brockton community. Man, I cannot believe the amount of support that we have gotten over the past week, and no, this is for our city, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Not only did they win the state championship, which we're very proud of, and complimented how great sports you were and gentlemen you were, but you were recognized nationally as being the 7th best team in all of the So, you have no idea.